When I'm looking at scheduling exams and the timeline, every 6 months you have to update your timeline. So basically how I would work around it would be that this is June, let's say this is November, then again June, then again November, you can put May over here. So May, November. So right now I've planned that, okay, I have my exam over here. There is a college exam. There's a professional exam over here. These 2 months I cannot do anything. I have to sit and study. So whatever events are there in the college, I'll try to plan and be a part of it over here. And whatever events are there, I'll try to be a part of those events over here. So even if I have to plan a trip or something, the day my exam gets over, the very next day I want to go out because I know I'm not going to study for 5-7 days at that point of time. So I might as well take a trip at that point of time. I've seen people where the exam gets over and 4-5-7 days, they're just wasting time at home, getting irritated, they don't have anything to do. So you plan things a little better. Or even if I'm not taking a trip outside, I would not allow to go for so many trips and all at that point of time. But we would go for movies, we would be always participating in all the college events. And if I know something is happening over here, I might have to prepare something in advance over here. So whatever it is, you have your timelines very sorted. And once this timeline is done, then you again evaluate that, okay, what is your next 6 months plan? Of course, I have a plan ready. May I'm taking this exam, November this, May this, November this. I have a 3 or 4 year plan ready. But every 6 months, I'm going to update that plan. I don't know what will be the result over here. Thankfully, I was passing and I was moving forward and I was doing okay. But the point is that what if it does not work out, then I need to revisit and reevaluate my plan and make some changes over here. So every 6 months, you have to keep on evaluating. So have a plan in mind that, okay, next 3 years, 4 years, this is what I'm looking at. But at the same time, also keep on be flexible enough to be able to revise that plan every 6 months. That is how you go about it. And scheduling your exam and timelines, be very firm. I remember even at that point of time, I would write and scribble, and based on that, I would take my decision that these are the subjects in college. So which exam to schedule here or how to go about it. So you have to be very conscious about those things. You have to be very smart about things wherein you can make a lot of overlap and all happen so that it is an advantage to you. You have to make things work in your favor. You have to get more output with the same amount of effort. So you have to capitalize on those things. Scheduling your exams and timelines, you have to be very clear on that. You have to be very smart in terms of studying and all. So when you're studying, the way you make notes and all, I've seen students, feeling a little shy of using color pen. But I'm in college now, so obviously I'm not even going to go with a pen to the classroom. That is apparently cool for some people. I don't understand that. You use color pens, you study the way I've always gotten up early in the morning and studied before the exam. In fact, I remember CA exam used to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. CFA exam was 9 o'clock for me. FRM exam was 8 o'clock for me because I took both the levels together. Even for the CFA and FRM exam, I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because 4 to 7, I can revise all the formulas once immediately before the exam. So if I have an exam at 2 o'clock, it used to be a major advantage for me because 4 o'clock till 1 o'clock I'm studying 9 hours at a stretch for an exam at 2 o'clock. I will have a very high retention for that. So I would always appreciate if the exam is relatively in the afternoon or something. But even if it is at 9 in the morning, I would study from 4 to 8. At least I can just go through the formulas and summaries or whatever I have and take the exam. And I would want to scribble in the margin of the book and all. So the way I've been studying in school, I want to study the same way, as long as my way of studying is good. Because in professional exams also what happens is revision is very important. So how do you make your short notes? How are you able to revise the entire syllabus in 2 days or 3 days before the exam? That becomes very important. So you have to be very smart with respect to studying. When you're studying, your notes and all are thorough. Notes as in not writing tons and tons of notes, but the basics, like I would always make my formula sheets and all. All these things I discuss in class as to how to study and how to practice and how to revise and all that. But you have to be very good with it. And you cannot feel uncomfortable or uncool apparently about things. So you have to be very comfortable about those things and managing your social life and everything. So your timelines, you have to be firm when your exam is there and how you go about things, and you have to be absolutely unapologetic about things. So if there are people who try to make me feel bad even today, they think that they try to make me feel bad, or they think that they can mock me because I'm the one who's not drinking, or I'm the one who's unable to stay awake at a party after 10 o'clock. I'm kind of standing out of that. I'm kind of not fitting into that, and I'm absolutely comfortable missing out on those things. If you cannot party at the correct time for me, why should I disturb my sleep cycle for your party at the wrong time? So I would rather want to look at it that way. So you have to manage your social life in a very accurate way. Of course, your sleep cycle and all would be very easily managed when you're in college because you have lesser responsibilities at that point of time. As you start working, etc., you will automatically start moving towards a more disciplined and a more routine life. that is very normal. So during college, of course, we used to also have those late night sleepovers at friends' houses. But again, during college, that was an absolute no. I remember during exam 15 days, 20 days not eating outside because I cannot take the risk of falling ill. Because I've seen students, I've seen my friends also falling ill during the exam time. But if I'm not eating out at all for 15 days, if I'm getting up at the right time, mom would be very happy I'm eating fruits and veggies and all of that at that point of time. But then the probability of me falling ill goes down, my focus level improves. It is all working in your favor. So you have to do those small things. But of course, the moment exam is done, you're out every day. And you have to be comfortable with the stress and the uncertainty about the exam, about the results of the exam. Because I see students stressing a bit too much over how the results are going to be. You first take your exams, then start calculating. Till the exams would be going on, I would not be sitting down and evaluating how much marks can I get, will I pass or not. After all the exams are over, then kind of you're like, whatever it is, now let me enjoy myself. We'll see when the results are out. So you have to develop that kind of mindset.